Hi Harvest, I'm Jennifer. I get the privilege of serving on our worship team here at Harvest Community Church, and I get to share with y'all today. I'm excited about it. When I think about what has been on my heart in this time of upheaval, really, it's the thing that's always on my heart. It's worship. But worship hasn't always been the norm for me. I grew up Catholic, and so it really wasn't until the age of 19, a friend of mine invited me to church, and I walked in the doors and there's singing going on, and there's music playing, and there's people standing up and lifting hands, and I was like, what is this? What's going on? And it was so foreign to me, but it was fascinating, and I wanted to be a part. And it was ever since then, God has nurtured my heart for worship. And I know that some of you may think like, oh, well, yeah, you're on the worship team, that's your thing. And that's fine, you can think that. But I know that when I say worship, some of us may think, corporate worship, like our 15-minute block of music on a Sunday morning where we all come together and there's lights and there's a band and there's music. And that's beautiful. And that time in God's presence together is beautiful. It really is. And the Bible speaks to us needing that. But when I think of the most significant times of worship in God's presence, it really has been the times when it's just been He and I. On my bathroom floor, in my closet, on my bedroom floor, me pouring out, singing lyrics that glorify Him and lift Him up. And those have been the times that have blessed my soul beyond measure. We have these songs with all these amazing lyrics. Your promise still stands. Great is your faithfulness. I'm still in your hands, and this is my confidence. You've never failed me yet. We can rehearse these lyrics over and over, and what we're doing is glorifying the name of God and magnifying the name of God and reminding ourselves of who He is. And it almost works like cropping a picture, right? So where you're cropping out all of the background noise and you're focusing on the one thing that's important, and that's God's presence. Because He's omnipresent, He's always around, right? So His presence is always with us. But something about worshiping on our own tunes out all of the noise and brings His presence into view. And there's this beautiful exchange that happens, right? As we are reminding ourselves and singing these lyrics of who He is, God in His loving kindness, in this moment that's supposed to be about Him, He reaches down and He pours into us. And He reminds us of who He is, of who we are in Him, of His faithfulness towards us. It is this just time of pouring out. It's amazing. And you have access to it. I have access to it. We all do. We don't have to wait until Sunday morning to do it. There's this peace and this joy that we get from His presence. And we leave those times of encounter with Him looking at things a little bit differently. Because yes, our situations are still there. Things are still crazy. We're still in quarantine. But we've taken the time to focus in on His presence and remind ourselves of who He is. And He in turn has taken the time to remind us that we're still in His hands. I just wanted to leave with you two verses from Psalms. This one is Psalm 21:6. For you make Him most blessed forever. You make Him glad with the joy of your presence. And Psalm 16:11 is, in your presence there is fullness of joy. There's a reason that He wants that exchange with us. He pours this joy and this reassurance back into us as we take the time to spend with Him. I pray that this encourages you. I encourage you to go lock yourself up with a song and just let God minister to you. Let the lyrics stir something in you. I promise it will not be wasted time. God's presence is with you. And I love y'all. I can't wait to meet with you again, and we can all get together and worship together. All right, y'all.